Yo, what is good everybody? It's your boy the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed fight night, and we got Bacon and Eggs on the left hand side rocking out that Katakuri, and Endeavor on the right hand side with the Croc. And we see already a 5k swing here at Bacon and Eggs. He's gonna actually end up taking it and then dropping the Dofi, looking at the top 5 of his deck to rearrange or place at the bottom. Now guys, I need to know who wins this matchup. What do you think? Do you think Kata wins? Do you think Croc wins? Personally, I think it's mainly based on the Croc build. Depending on the build, I think it really all depends, right? But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, who do you think wins this matchup? We see a 7k swing going into live here, and he does end up leaving it at the top. But quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost, DXN Provisions, the only place where I get all my silver product. And right now, OP05 as well as OP06 pre-orders are available, so if you're interested in any of that really good stuff, check the link down below. Now we see Bacon and Eggs dropping the Spice, which is actually that Pound. You don't see too many catalysts running the Pound. Pound actually is a very interesting tech against Law, which is the main reason why I think Bacon and Eggs does run that card. But we see the Zeph here balancing the Pound back to hand, 5k swing into it, and he's gonna counter out of it with that Pound. I guess Pound kind of did its job becoming a blocker. So we're gonna see obviously Bacon and Eggs starting his turn now. It looks like we see a quick Thunderbolt out of that Zeph, getting it out of there, trashing the top of its life here, and we see a 7k swing going into life, checking the top of his life, putting it to the bottom. We see some Spice down there, 5k swing going into life here, and Endeavor actually takes it already down to 2 life very early here. So let's see exactly how Endeavor wants to combat this. Of course, going against yellow, you always not too sure how much life should I take, how much life should I just let through. Depending on how many blockers your deck runs, it really does matter. 6k swing going into Bacon and Eggs, and he's gonna counter out of it with the Sanji, the 2k, and then we see the peel off, super spicy build here coming from Endeavor, and then we see the Almost Sunday dropping here. Very good blocker obviously in this deck, and yeah, so we're gonna see a refresh here. And let's see exactly how Bacon and Eggs wants to proceed with his turn here. Does he want to play a big card? Because I think he's already at his 8 dawn turn, which is kind of crazy. We've been kind of blowing through this match here, but it looks like we are going to see the ACOS Katakuri to put the Miss Sunday at the top of the life. Very interesting choice here. And then passing turn, I guess usually you probably want to put it at the bottom, but yeah, let's see exactly here. We see a 5k swing going into Bacon and Eggs, and counter out of it with the 8 cost, or the 6 cost, I'm sorry. And then we're gonna see the Red Rock bottom decking the Kata, dropping another Miss Sunday, and passing turn. Yeah, so now we are currently sitting at our 10 dawn turn. Are we gonna see the 10 cost Big Mom coming down? And yes, we are. 10 cost Big Mom coming down, gaining 1 life, trashing 1 life, and here we are already at 4 life to his 2. Now Bacon and Eggs decided not to attack, and I'm assuming it's because he didn't want to give Endeavor the Red Rock. That is a very interesting choice, because if he still has Red Rock in his hand, it's just kind of nutty. And no, we see the Mihawk actually bottom decking the 1 cost, tapping 1 for a Law here. I do feel like you probably should have just swung anyways, because yeah, you don't have a 10 cost out, but he wasted 6 dawn for his turn. I definitely feel like I probably would have swung. You know, even though they get more resources, they're also losing resources in the process, you know, and that's still a blocker there. But we see actually the Yamato coming down, being able to pop the Dofi, and because it's only at because it has more than 1 life, it's unable to regen a life. Very interesting tech here from Bacon and Eggs. He was able to pop a 5 cost or lower, and so Dofi does make sense, I guess. And we see another pass from Bacon and Eggs, choosing not to swing. Very interesting play from Bacon and Eggs. Very interesting strategy. Let's see if it pays off here. We do see the 9k swing, and he does end up taking it here. And it looks like Endeavor has another Mihawk. We see a 5k swing going into life, trashing that beige. Do we see another Mihawk? Yes, we do. Unable to bottom deck anything, and then passing turn, I have to imagine here. No, we see actually the Kaya coming down, drawing 2, trashing 2. Let's see what he does end up trashing. He trashes an ulti and another Zeph. Yeah, I do think this Crocodile is pretty teched out here, pretty unique, I must say myself. But let's see here exactly what Bacon and Eggs is planning on doing here. He is at his 10 Dawn turn once again. Haven't minus any Dawn, so it's going to be 10 forever, right? So I think I see a 7 cost in his hand. I see a 3 cost Sparrow. It looks like another Thunderbolt maybe. And yes, we see another 10 cost. Does he pass turn? I think he can't pass turn any longer, right? There's no way. He has to start swinging. And no, he passes turn. Endeavor getting a turn scotch-free here. So we see a 9k swing going into life here. And playing out that Brulee, trigger off the Brulee. Let's see here exactly. I imagine we just do another 9k swing. Do we see a 9k swing? Yes, a 9k swing going into live. Is he going to block it? Yeah, I would just block it because he could use leader ability there to bounce it. But we see a 5k swing going into life. He does end up taking it, dropping down to 2 life. We see the Sparrow coming down, trashing 1 to play out the other. He just wanted the AA out. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and tap 7 to throw out the Soga King to bounce. And let's see here, what does he want to do? Trashing a vanilla as well as another Soga King. Right, so Endeavor now still sitting at his one life here. Now we have to be swinging for game now, right? There's just no way. He has 2 blockers, he has 1 card. Now he does still have 3 up. I mean, blue has some pretty heavy defensive cards here, but not sure exactly how Endeavor wants to play it out, or Bacon and Eggs. And we see actually the Strucin popping the 1 cost, very, very crucial here. So now it's kind of open season, right? I mean, there's how exactly does he want to end up going about this? And it looks like he's eyeing actually the 7 cost Big Mom, forcing Endeavor to choose to recover. But let's see here, do we just go all out? Let's see here. So we see attaching, it looks like 3 Dawn. 3 Dawn to, yes, we see a 9k swing going into life, checking the life, adding it back to the bottom here. And we see a Gum Rain as well as a 2k to get out of that 9k, countering out of it with 10, of course. So we did not expect that, and we see a huge 11k swing, 12k swing actually. 12k swing, and he's going to go ahead and block it here with the Almost Sunday. And it looks like he did end up grabbing that, was that Gum Brain? I believe I saw him grab back again. And then we see a 13k swing as well as another 13k swing. We see a 2k, we see another 2k, 3 2ks, and a Gum Rain to get out of it. Oh my goodness, did he just get out of all that? And yes, he did actually. Endeavor staying alive for another round, another turn. Can he finish it off right now? We see no blockers, but remember, we are playing against yellow. The amount of triggers we see in this deck are insane. We see a 10k swing, a 9k swing going into life, and he's gonna go ahead and counter out of it. And we see a Brulee. I do apologize for the glare, but that is indeed a Brulee. Yes, wow, this is very interesting. So we see another 9k swing going into life. Can we counter out of this? And we see the actual taking it. We see him taking it. A leader ability to bounce the blocker here. I do feel like we probably forgot about that leader, which is why we didn't block it. That leader ability here. We see a 10k swing going into life, tapping 1 here. That's a -3 onto him, making him a 6k. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Endeavor does end up taking that. Thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP04 content coming out soon. See ya!